for children's clothes, fashionable buttons. Madame Pillard's adopted son came from Marseille for the funeral, suggested I might like to take over the shop. The bank agreed, and on the 12th of March, 1990, an artistic sign painter came to inscribe the words Jo's Haberdashery, formerly Maison Pillard, above the display window and on the door of the little shop. Jo was proud. "Jo's Haberdashery," he said, puffing himself up like a man whose chest is covered with medals. "I'm Jo, that's my name." I looked at him, and I thought how handsome he was, and I decided I was lucky to have him for a husband. That first year of our marriage was brilliant. The haberdashery shop, Jo's new job at the factory, and waiting for the birth of Romain. But so far the haberdashery shop has not done very well. I have to compete with 4 hypermarkets, 11 supermarkets, the sinfully low prices of the dressmaking stall at the Saturday market, the economic crisis making people scared and mean, and the laziness of the ladies of Arras, who prefer the ease of ready-to-wear to the creativity of making your own clothes. In September, customers come to order name tapes to be sewn or ironed onto school uniforms, and they buy a few zip fasteners and needles and thread when they want to mend last year's clothes instead of buying new ones. Christmas is fancy dress time. The princess costume remains top of the pops, followed by the strawberry and pumpkin costumes. For boys, pirates are a good bet, and last year saw a craze for sumo wrestlers. Then everything calms down until spring. I sell a few work boxes, 2 or 3 sewing machines, and fabric by the meter. While I wait for a miracle, I knit. The items I knit sell quite well, especially the blankets for newborn babies, and the scarves and pullovers made of cotton crochet thread. I close the shop between 12 and 2 and go home to have lunch on my own. Or sometimes, if it's fine, Danielle and Françoise and I have a sandwich at a table outside l'Estaminet or Café Lève on the Place des Héros. The twins are pretty. Of course I know they exploit me to set off their small waists, long legs, and clear, dough-like, deliciously startled eyes. They smile at men lunching on their own, or with their partners. They simper. They sometimes coo. Their bodies cast out messages. Their sighs are bottles thrown into the sea. And sometimes a man picks up one of those bottles and there's just time for a cup of coffee, a whispered promise, disillusionment. Men have so little imagination. After that, we go back to reopen our shops. It's always then, on the way back, that our lies rise to the surface once more. "I'm sick and tired of this town. I feel like I'm living inside a tourist leaflet. Oh, I'm suffocating," says Danielle. "This time next year I'll be far away in the sun. I'll have a breast job. If I had money," adds Françoise, "I'd give up all this overnight, just like that." "What would you do, Jo?" "I'd be beautiful and slender, and no one would lie to me. I wouldn't even lie to myself." But I don't say anything. I simply smile at the pretty twins. I simply lie. When none of us has any customers, they're always offering me a manicure or a blow-dry or a facial or a nice chat, as they call it. Meanwhile, I knit them berets and gloves that they never wear. Thanks to them, I may be plump, but I'm also well-groomed and manicured. I'm up to date with who's sleeping with whom, the problems Denise from the Maison du Tablier is having with her consumption of that treacherous substance loose gin, 49% proof, and the various problems of the girl who does the retouching at Charles-les-Fournis, and who has put on 20 kilos since her husband fell for the shampoo girl at Chez Jean-Jacques. And all 3 of us have the impression that we are the most important people in the world. Well, in Arras. In our street, anyway.